see yourself good?
Yeah.
Take my hair out. Make sure my hair is good.
Okay.
I'm not sure what I like. Good evening, everybody. It is your girl Diggs of Who Digs Me, and this is my 5th episode of Fuck Around and Find Out. And who do I have next to me?
Losi.
I don't think they heard you. So on Facebook, it's Pablo Escobar.
Yes.
I call him Carlos. I call him Carlos, and we're going to talk to him about his book, Men Lose, Women Win. We're going to talk about that today. But before we get started, so this is my first in-studio.
In-house.
In-house.
I'm the first.
He's the first. The Christian in the studio for one-on-one. Anyway, so before we get started, I have to acknowledge one of my friends who passed away on Saturday. So Saturday was rough. One of my friends came to the house, and when she got to my house, one of her family members was killed due to gun violence. So we spent Saturday dealing with that. And then while I was out trying to make sure that she was in a good place, I get a phone call that my friend passed away. His name is David Champion. I call him David. Most people call him Champ or Dave. He was a host, a comedian, a DJ, a photographer, just an all-around good person. And it sucks that he's no longer here. It hurts my heart so bad because he just did so much. And I saw somebody did a post about him the other day.
Yeah, I seen both posts about him.
Yeah, him and Bodacious was really good. He was friends with a lot of. When I really sat back and looked at all the people that he helped, like, I don't know how he had the time. And I feel like, because he had surgery earlier on, and I feel like when you go through that first experience with the surgery and that does something to you, I feel like when he recovered from that, he
wasn't the same.
No, he was better. I feel like
more.
I think he took on more because it was like almost like there's no time. Like, okay, so this happened to me this time. I don't want to be regretful moving forward. So let me help everybody that I can. And he helped everybody that he could. And it was very it's sad to know he's not here. So I just want to take a moment for his kids, because he has 3 children. That it's my condolences to them. I am extremely sorry that this happened. It's just, I feel like the older we get, the more people that we lose. And so you have to prepare yourself. And then when the phone rings, you kind of get nervous now. It's not like the whole, hey, what's going on? It's like, hey, everything okay? And so, either way, so today, my topic is keeping a secret. So we talked about this. So you and I talked about this briefly. So we'll get into some more details about it. So, it was at least 7-8 years ago. My sister sent me a picture. It was like a random situation. And my sister sent me a picture of my boyfriend at the time. He was in a picture with his ex-wife, like hugged up in the picture at a Christmas party.
But he was your boyfriend at the time?
My boyfriend at the time, supposed. So she told me. And because it was so long ago, I don't really know how the conversation went. I don't know
what you said exactly.
But I don't think I reached out to him and like, no, rah stuff. I just kind of like sent the screenshot to him, was like, yo, like, what's good? Yeah. And I don't really remember. I think for me, I don't remember what he said, but I remember that it was very nonchalant, like, it's not like that, blah, blah, blah. And so he and I, of course, are not together. That's not why we're not together, but...
did it lead up?
Huh?
Is that one of the reasons?
No, but I think it kind of stayed in the back of my mind for a long time.
And then when he did something else, it
just kind of made sense. Okay, I kind of wish. So the thing about that is, so my topic is, of course, keeping a secret, and sometimes we thinking that secret when you tell somebody, right? So to this very day, my sister regrets telling me. Like, she's like, I wish I never sent you that picture. Wow. I never would have sent you that picture. I don't know. I'm the type of person, I want to know, like, if you're my dude, like my man, like, you're my man, we exclusive, and not necessarily out in the public, but just like exclusive, and you out here doing something crazy,
you want them to tell you?
I want my friends, people that I rock with, to tell me, because I trust them to know they're not going to tell me nothing reckless. But if it's just somebody I'm just messing around with, nobody care about what they got going on because I probably got stuff going on too.
Facts.
So it's like, when do you tell and when do you not tell?
Me? I find that when you tell stuff, people don't take it right.
What you mean? I need examples.
They don't take it like you think they're gonna take it. They don't take it like, oh, okay, thanks for telling me, man. I'm gonna check her. Woo, woo, woo. Nah. These niggas flip and say, oh no, he told me that you was doing, and they say your name, and then you in the middle of a bunch of bullshit. So
but I'm the type of person, like my friends that know me know that I want to know.
But if it's like,
Now I know somebody right now.
If it's like my cousin or my brother or something like that. Yes, I'm not even gonna. It's not even gonna be a secret. I'm gonna say something to the person right there.
But see, I'm the type of person. Well, I know somebody right now whose dude is trash. But she's not a friend. She's like an associate. Like, I don't even consider her a friend. It's like somebody I know. Not really. Not like, I don't know. It's really like when I see you type stuff. Like when I see you in passing.
You're like, when you see her, do you stop and speak, or do you just speak and keep moving?
Kind of depends on the environment, but like
But you have stopped and spoke.
Yeah, we have stopped and spoke.
And you know who her dude is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you wrong.
For not saying nothing.
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's your friend.
She's not my friend.
She got to be if you stop and have a conversation.
Wait a minute. Just because I stop and have a conversation doesn't mean.
But you know who her dude is.
Yeah, but everyone knows who it is.
Not unless they know her. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. You're wrong.
I'm not saying anything.
I can tell. You're a secret keeper.
I like keeping secrets.
Cool.
I like keeping secrets. Sometimes people don't want to know. I feel like there's a part of me that feels like I feel like she knows he's trash. I feel like there's a part of me that feels like that she might know that he ain't on the up and up.
I would never tell you to tell on the nigga because that's not my thing. Like, I ain't into that. I would hope nobody front on.
We really can't hear you with the grapes.
And I would hope nobody would tell on me if I was in that situation. Okay. Like, mind your business, please.
But, have you ever been snitched on?
Who?
You.
Yeah, they take pictures and shit. You know, snitching is pictures and shit. Now it's like they take pictures and
I'm just so happy I wasn't in that era.
ASAP. I'm talking about they take a picture and send it ASAP. Like, whoop. He's here. It's like 2 a.m. And on top of that, they snitch it to somebody that I didn't deal with, like, no more.
But they didn't know?
Together. Yeah, no. They just wanted to show her what I was doing since we wasn't together.
See, I don't want to know what my ex. I don't have any exes. I'm on record. I'm on record as only having one boyfriend ever.
One boyfriend?
Yep.
On record.
On record.
See, that's on record.
Why is it on record? Because I have a 24-year-old daughter. That's the only one that counts.
Oh, her father?
Yep, that's it. If we break up.
But you've had other boyfriends that's not on record. What does that mean?
I don't have no other boyfriend.
What does that mean? Not on record.
I don't have no more boyfriends. I don't have any boyfriends.
So you only have one boyfriend, my man?
Yep.
Your whole life?
My whole life.
Straight to my face. That's what you're gonna tell me?
That's what I'm gonna stick with.
That's sad.
I've only had one boyfriend my entire life, and that is her father, and he passed away in 2013. That is the only one I would ever admit to.
See? Then that ain't the only one.
That's the only one I'm admitting to.
That ain't the only one, though.
I don't think anybody else would step into that.
That ain't the only one, though.
Anyway.
That's the only one you admit into? That's a secret. Okay, you're good at it.
I'm very good at it. That's why I'm single with a boyfriend. No, so I was then watching, what was I watching? I was watching Love and Hip Hop when I was in New York visiting my daughter. Love and Hip Hop. And Young Jock is with some girl, right?
I viewed it.
And so then the conversation came up.
About Jock.
Right? So he married the girl. I can't remember her name.
Supposed to have a baby. They
got married. Maybe like a few weeks after that came out, there's a rumor about a baby. And so I'm watching it with my sister, and we're just like watching it. And I'm trying to catch up because I haven't really seen anything prior to.
And I've been watching Jock.
And so it's a part of the clip that I saw that he goes out to a cigar bar and he meets with Scrappy
and what's his name?
From New York. So they meet together. And when they're talking, I say to my sister, I was like, he's lying.
Good job.
Yeah, I was like, he's lying. There's a baby.
Why did you say that?
I could just his energy, just watching from previous shows. His energy told me that he was lying, and so I was like, "There's a baby." I said, "I don't know why he's not saying anything, but there's a baby, right?"
Mm-hmm.
No less than like 20 minutes later, she put this whole performance on about, "Oh, why are you doing this to me?" Da, 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 da. And at the very, very end, you find out that there was a baby, and she knows about the girls.
Bing, bing, bing.
I feel like at the end of the day, what it comes down to is how you find out. I think that everybody has stayed in a relationship where they have cheated on somebody or been cheated on. They have stayed for whatever reason. I think a lot of it boils down to is how you find out.
You think that they stay because of the way that they find out?
I think it determines a lot of the situation how you handle it, because she was okay with him having a baby when it was a private thing. And now everybody knows, now it's traumatizing. Now she's crying. Now she's doing this whole antics plan. And then you're talking to people who I'm not getting my relationship advice from them, like with their stories. But
also on TV.
It's TV, and so then they're all rallying around, and I think they just need to mind their business, because I think, of course, they know now.
They're never gonna mind their business.
That's what they do. But the point is that they're going through all of this and still don't know that not only does she know about the side chick, that there is a baby and she's aware of it. I haven't seen episodes since then, but that goes back to...
They found out that...
okay.
She knew. They found out that
she knew. At the end of the episode, they found out that she knew. But the thing about it was...
They didn't confront her.
Her response... No, they haven't confronted... I haven't seen if they confronted her. So what I'm saying is her response was based on how she found out. Because she was all in denial. So when she went to the girls' house and they were having the girls' meeting, I can't believe he did this to me.
Okay, well, then they found out that she knew.
Right.
And they confronted her.
Okay, so what I'm saying is it really boiled down to how it came out versus what he did versus...
Because when it came to you by yourself, you didn't react like that.
Right, so it's about keeping a secret. So when is it safe? Like,
to tell us,
do you want to know? Like, so if you and I are together and I'm out doing X, Y, and Z, and somebody sees, do you want your homeboy to tell you, or you don't want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
But do your friends know that?
Yeah, all mine.
See, I've had this conversation. My sister doesn't want to know. She swears up and down that she doesn't want to know. She doesn't want to have.
Why? Why wouldn't she want to know?
I don't know. I think she feels that everybody's situations is different in their households.
Yeah, I want to know. Don't make me look crazy.
I want to know if I'm being cheated on. If I'm being okie doke.
Don't make me look crazy out here,
bro. Anyway, that is my daily dose of digs for today. When and when not to keep a secret. So just for your, knowledge, if I'm in a relationship with somebody and they are cheating, and somebody that's my friend, because at the end of the day, sometimes it's who carries the bone too, because it could be somebody who doesn't have your best interest at heart that says something
and just want to say something to see the reaction.
Just to say something to see the reaction. That's why I'm very private about my relationships, because people are not as concerned or care as you think they do.
Know how private you are.
It's none of their business how private I am. It's nobody's business how private I am, but I'm extremely private. Why are you talking about business? I am very private because I am very private.
Yes.
It's the best way to be. It eliminates so many obstacles in your situation. The less the people know about you, the better. I let people know what I want them to know about me.
Private.
But if my friends know that I'm with a guy and he out there making me look crazy, I want to know.
Yeah, I like inquiring my husband.
Anyway, the next topic of discussion is Mr. Los C.
Hello.
Carlos. Oh, I can call you Carlos because it's on public record now. Okay. Even though I was calling him Carlos before it was public record, and I don't even care. And I had the whole head shake. So you wrote a book called Men Lose, Women Win. And so I want to read your acknowledgement out loud. Can we read that out loud?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So he said, did you really just drop the apple juice?
The jar. Just the jar.
Just the jar. Okay. So the acknowledgement says, I would like to first thank God for taking me and guiding me through this situation. I wonder what this situation is. We'll get to that. I would like to acknowledge the people that went through it with me and ask them for forgiveness. I know now, some of them. I know now after looking back that I was wrong and totally at fault for the things that transpired. I take full responsibility for my actions and wish I could take it all back. I was the nigga, and now the grown man I should have been. I hold no grudges. I have no hard feelings, and I wish everyone the best. I've lived, I've loved, and I've learned. My only wish would be that I didn't lose at the end and that I had a chance to be Mr. Him. Is Mr. Him, Carlos?
He's in the book.
So is Mr. Him the good guy?
Yeah.
So you want to be a good guy?
Who?
You.
Yeah, why not?
So why weren't you the good guy before?
I didn't want to be there.
Why? Why you can't answer about it?
I'm telling you. I'm answering.
Why?
I just didn't want to be. I don't know. It just wasn't in me to be. I don't think I was like grown all the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't mature all the way.
So when did you decide? Like, what was the moment? Was it like a breakup? Was it a situation?
It was like at the end. Like at the end, it was like, okay, tighten up. Like she's about to go.
But why did you get it together after she left?
I guess because of the lesson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
I guess I learned the lesson that was taught.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. Can y'all see the stream? I feel like it's not
streaming.
It's streaming, but it's not streaming. Like I don't see it. It's still showing. Oh, there we go. Here we go. It's streaming, it's not streaming. Okay, there we go. Now it's up there. Okay. We're good now. So, why did it take for her to leave for you to have that epiphany? Why do guys always have the epiphany after we're gone? Dude.
That's when you realize that
we tired by that time.
Yeah, and I get that. So that's when you realize that you lost. So it's like you don't want to lose. So let's tighten up to win, but it'd be too late.
So did you try to make amends?
Not because I think she was too hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, like you gotta let a person heal before you try to like make them forgive you. You get me? It's almost like you're trying to make them forgive you.
Did you ever try that at all, or you just kind of bowed out gracefully?
Because we took counseling. We took counseling.
You went to counseling?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was 3 sessions.
So by the 3rd session, you just knew it wasn't going to work out?
The counselor told me, he was like, she's too hurt. He was like, she's so hurt that she's not going to forgive you right now. So it's like,
but right now doesn't mean forever.
Yeah, true indeed. And I believe she has, but like, I didn't press the situation.
Okay. Nah. So would you ever give her another chance? I'm putting you on the spot right now.
She's engaged.
Oh, she's engaged.
She had a baby.
Okay. Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm cool.
You sure?
I promise.
You want some grapes?
No.
So, why the book?
I wrote it like right after the situation, like while I was still going through it.
Okay.
So, just to get it off of me, I guess.
So, who are you? Who is Lo C? Because you are an artist, a producer, a writer, an author, a now author. Am I forgetting any other titles?
A weed smoker. We
can't talk about that.
Oh, my fault. Okay, other than that, no, you're not forgetting.
You can show people your face like you hiding yourself.
You're not forgetting nothing. I don't think. No, that's it.
Anyway, what else you have going on right now?
Nothing. Just doing music for TV.
So why isn't? Oh, because you have music for TV. Can you talk about that?
Yeah. The new. Well, I got music on Power, The Chi. What else? The Mike Tyson documentary that's coming out, and the new
one with the Netflix one where he's looking crazy.
That's Hulu.
So they're doing another one.
Yeah, they're doing another.
Is Mike Tyson
doing a documentary this time? Mike Tyson is with it this time.
So this one he's on.
Yeah, he doesn't like this.
So y'all heard it. Mike Tyson is having another documentary, and you have music on that. Yeah. And what else?
The Chi and 2 seasons of Power, and then the new season of Power.
Okay. Yeah. So what did you think from? So I have a question about. We're gonna get to what you do for music, but why did you call it "Men Lose, Women Win"?
Because you could say it like as a statement and a question.
Okay, so my question is first, as a question, men lose, women win. Why?
When we forget that we have them.
I can't hear you.
When we forget that we have them, I believe. Like,
when you forget you have one, like, what do you mean?
When you forget that you have a good one, that's when you lose. Because you tend to do shit that.
So how do we win as women? Because sometimes it's hard for us to recruit from that, and sometimes we don't recruit from that.
You win because it's no losing for you in that situation. I believe.
We do lose. We lose time. Our hearts are broke. We're sad. We do lose.
After a while,
we bounce back.
Yeah, like women always win. Like at the end, it's no like. See, you taking it to where like you just dealing in your perspective, but in my perspective, we lose. Like we lose all the way around the board. I just lost a good woman. How could I not feel like a loser?
But that was your fault, though.
I ain't saying who fault it was. I'm telling you, I lost.
Okay.
That's it.
So you think that? So let's talk about who just got caught cheating. Mm-hmm. The dude with Nia Long.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And so people were talking about her and how did he cheat on her. And I feel like pretty does not equate to not having problems.
Mm-mm. And it's not even like it doesn't have to be a problem.
Like I'll say this, you know, my sister, we talk about all the time. So like Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? People say, how could Jay-Z cheat on Beyonce? But Jay-Z said in the documentary or interview that he did that it was himself. He had things he was dealing with, which caused that. So it didn't really matter how pretty she was, how talented she was. None of that really mattered. So
it does not matter. Like,
so everybody's talking about, oh yeah, Nia Long, she's on Nia Long, versus more for just being pity. But then they reference like Halle Berry. But I heard that Halle Berry is a piece of work.
Yeah, and she got cheated on several times.
She got cheated on, but she is a handful.
She's a handful.
And people think because she's pretty, but I'm not saying
that's what I'm saying. Like it's like you judging a book by its cover. Like, oh, he shouldn't cheat on her. Well, you don't know what she's doing in that house, man. You don't know what he's trying to escape from.
So, but at the end of the day, so why not have that conversation? Like, why is it hard to have the conversation?
It's not hard, but it's hard for y'all to take that conversation.
Well, y'all, not y'all. A lot of times, men do not have that conversation.
Yes, they do. And when they try to, y'all intake is shut up or no.
Me personally.
And y'all would never agree to the point where we're telling you that how we feel because you feel like we don't have feelings. Y'all are robots. That's what
how are we robots?
No, that's what people say to men. Y'all are robots. Y'all don't have no feelings. You don't care. Yeah.
Because y'all don't.
It shouldn't be no because. You should say that's wrong. It shouldn't be a because.
It's because.
It's no because.
You guys do not communicate. I'm so sorry.
I'm still human. I have the same thing you got.
But how long are we supposed to accept that you're human without you being able to effectively communicate?
That's not.
I do not believe that all women are just so impossible that we're not going to allow it.
If I don't talk to you, I don't have feelings. Is that what you're saying?
How do we know what you feel if you don't say anything?
Is that what you're saying though?
Yeah, because it's not sad.
And
because
that's incorrect.
How is it incorrect? Because
because
at the end of the day,
is born with feelings.
Very true, but I'm not a psychic. I don't know how you feel.
It doesn't matter whether you're a psychic
oh my gosh.
or not. Do I have them?
Yes, you have.
Okay, so that's
everybody has feelings.
So then,
but I'm not going to read I'm not going to read a person's mind.
Deal with me accordingly.
I'm not going to read a person's mind.
You don't have to. You should know that once if you with me, you know how I feel. Let's keep it there.
Okay, so someone said all men want is loyalty, respect, and a closed mouth.
No, because I don't know about all men. Like I don't think that's true. I think that y'all get that from niggas telling you to shut up.
I ain't never had a man tell me shut up. I'm sorry. I don't know what kind of girls you've been dealing with, but I've never had a man tell me to shut up.
I ain't even saying shut up, but to the point where you could talk so much that a man will look at you like, girl, shut up.
But I think we all have that. I think we all have those moments. I think at the end of the day, it comes down to communication. I think anything can be worked out if we effectively communicate, but communicate to comprehend, not to just talk, but to actually understand what's being said.
But then she said, all we want is what? Loyalty.
All men want is loyalty, respect, and a close mouth.
Women don't want loyalty and respect? Is that what you're saying?
We do want. So,
okay,
Bubbles,
so
are you saying that? What does women want? So, if all men want is loyalty, respect, and a closed mouth, what do women want?
Like, how could you just say that about men?
I want to be respected. We do want the same thing.
Yeah, so what's the problem? But why can't we want it? Why is it an issue when we want it?
It's not an issue of you wanting it. It's actually you speaking upon it. We're not going to read your minds and know what you're feeling if you don't never say anything.
But right there, though, what she said?
She said, it appears successful married folk.
The wife is quiet.
The wife is quiet.
Yeah, because not even saying that she's quiet to the point where we told her to be, but she's quiet to the point where she don't want y'all in her business, bro. Like,
who she don't? You mean her friends?
People, period. Like
when you say quiet,
she's saying quiet like she don't say much. She just do what he say. No.
Are you meaning quiet like submissive? He do it. She do what he say. Like, she don't say anything. She don't question anything, that's probably why I'm single with a boyfriend. Cause yeah,
single with a boyfriend. See what I'm saying? Like,
I'm single with a boyfriend.
That? Wow,
y'all do it all the time.
Who?
Men have whole relationships and wives and families, and still be trying to hang out with other people.
What you mean hang out? Like
spend time with other people that's not their wives or not they husbands. People do it all the time.
Yeah, true indeed.
I just feel like if you are not happy in a relationship, there needs to be a conversation had. I don't think that I think that we're too old to be cheating.
True. Facts. But once we have that conversation and nothing changes.
And yet, Nia Long, the public gave all of their opinion about this whole situation, and she's staying.
Yeah,
she's gonna work it out. Like, what it looks like, she's working it out. So Bubble says,
all of y'all, what she said?
She said, look at the celebrity folk that is married. They are submissive, quiet, such as Ice Cube and his wife.
Yeah, but like, you don't know how she is in that house. She might be submissive and quiet on that camera in front of y'all, but in that house, she might be the boss. Like, we could never know. And there's no issues coming out of there, so we would never know, and that's a good thing. That's why she's quiet in front of y'all.
So what's wrong? So you mean to tell me that we need to be submissive and quiet?
Not all the time, but like at points, it's a good thing to be. And not just saying a wife, because if a woman takes on that leadership, then a man should be the same. Like
that's not how the world. That's not what happens in the world.
It is. It's just not what happens in your world or their world. But it is. It does happen. I've seen a man sit back and let his woman play the leader and not be like
in his feelings about it or feel demasculated.
Yeah, no, not at all.
So what do you want?
Who?
In a woman. What's your top?
A friend.
A top 5, top 3, top things, top 3 things that you actually have to have in a relationship.
A freak.
A freak.
A freak.
A freak. That's in the top.
Freak.
Like a
freak.
Okay, so is that in the top 5?
That's
or?
top 1.
Okay, top 1. Okay.
Freak.
And.
A friend.
A friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
And an understander.
Understander.
Someone who will understand that I'm never gonna stop smoking weed.
Stephanie Jones says she's here. She's from New York. Hey, Stephanie Jones from New York.
What's up, lady? What's up?
So you want somebody to understand that you're never gonna stop smoking weed?
Never.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
But what?
Never.
So he wants a friend. No, a freak.
A freak. You got to be able to like. What if like my sex drive is high and you just would do it?
Lex Luthor said, "Not a freak."
Yeah,
I know, right?
A lady in the street and a freak in the bed. What's the problem?
A lady in the street. That's a comment. Okay, a lady in the street, a freak in the bedroom, a friend.
A friend, like someone who can like kick it with me and don't be in their feelings about other people.
Okay, a friend, and then understander, meaning somebody understand that he's never gonna stop smoking weed. Kelly Brown said, "I'm with you. I need someone to understand the same thing."
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, let's get it. Once you understand that weed is a part of me, don't have that conversation with me, baby, because I would think about leaving.
Somebody. Stephanie Jones, why are you agreeing? I'm why are you agreeing to that?
Because they understand me. See, that's what I mean. Understand it.
So Bubble said never. You mean never? Like, come on.
Hear me? See, that's right there would make me leave you, baby.
So if he was talking to you, Bubbles,
I'm packing when I come home.
If
you just made that statement, I'm packing when I come home.
So
we are done.
So if you and Bubbles were together,
yes, and
she's on the slide, and she said that never, you mean never come on.
See, that's what I'm saying. You're trying to make me do something that I don't want to do.
Kelly Brown said never. All
ding, ding, ding. So you get me.
So Kelly, you're never gonna stop smoking weed. Never.
Stop it. That's sanity.
Bubbles said. So Stephanie Jones said. That's what keeps it going.
Ding, ding, ding.
Bubble said her lungs are burning.
Yeah.
And Kelly said it's a deal breaker.
It is. Like, seriously, like, I come with that. That's the only package that I come with. Like, you know how people come with, like, ex-girls and, like, communicating still with other people? No, I come with weed. That's it. That's my package. Accept me as I am.
That's his package. Accept him as he is. My 3 is,
what is it?
Sexual chemistry. That's a major. I cannot be unsatisfied, or I will cheat, or I'll just leave.
Wow. Or I will cheat. See how fast they say that?
But that's why.
Okay.
But see, that's why. If the sexual chemistry is not there, then I don't
talk to her first. Like if it's like.
No, let me tell you. I got it.
How would the conversation go?
Kelly said she's not lacking. She said it's a deal breaker. Leave her alone. She said she's not lacking nothing because of smoke. I'm not knocking anybody. It's just I don't judge anybody's what they do.
Yes.
I'm saying for me, sexual chemistry is in my top 5. Probably it's in my top 3.
So let's say it was off. Would you tell them?
It depends.
How would that conversation go?
It depends.
It depends. We're not working. I don't get wet for you. What would you say?
No. It depends on the level of our situation. If we're in it,
but you should know the first time that you have sex with that person whether chemistry is right or not.
I know from a kiss if I have chemistry or not. But what I'm saying is, if we're just hanging out and we don't have sex, we're kind of building a foundation. It'll be easier to have that conversation because it's okay, it's not based on solely sex because we have a emotional connection. Okay. So we have an emotional connection and the sex is so, then we can work towards it. But if we jump towards the sex right away and it's whack, then I don't even want to talk to you because it's whack and I don't want to talk to you. That's just me.
Yeah, I get it, but I wouldn't stay.
So she said, Bubble said, how about instead of smoking, let's grow it and have others smoke it. I think he can do that too.
Yeah, we can do that too, but I'm gonna still get.
He's still gonna get high. He's gonna still smoke, and I'm not knocking nobody that does.
On weed, I'm telling you.
He has a weed budget. I'm assuming.
Yes. No, it's not a budget. I just do what I do. Smoke high.
So sexual chemistry is one of the top 3.
Sex.
Chemistry, organic chemistry, not a sexual chemistry, just to be able to vibe off each other. Okay. Because it's been times I've dated men who
was dull.
That did everything, dull. Open doors, take everything. But it was we can't talk about nothing or whatever. And then somebody said, "Take one for the team. He does everything else." And I'm relationships are already hard.
Told you take one for the team?
Because because the assumption is you're not going to get everything, right? You're not going to get everything in one person.
80-20?
Yeah, okay. We're not. People say you're not going to get everything, and that's that. I don't really know how.
What is everything?
Everybody's everything is different. Yeah. That's the first thing. So okay, you got a guy who works, has his own place, own car. I guess the top material things you should have, but I'm not. For me, that's not a focal point for me because you can have and lose. So that's not a big thing for me. But he had a job, apartment, financially, good. But we had no chemistry. And I was this is not going to work. But he has everything else. And I feel that's the one thing you can't force. You can't force that. So for me, my top 3 are sexual compatibility. Mm-hmm. You have to have a travel palette. You have to be open to traveling. And you have to be financially illiterate. Meaning you have to be good with your money. You don't have to be 6 figures, which would be nice, but you have to be responsible with your money. Because, you can have and you can lose. So who's screaming? So my mom was I agree, keep it between each other. Bubbles is screaming. I don't know why she's screaming, but. So anyway, those are my top 3.
Yeah.
In relationships. So what did you hope to do with this book?
Just get out.
Oh, it's on Amazon, by the way. If you look up Carlos,
Kindle.
It's on Amazon. It is on Kindle. It's on Amazon. If you look it up, I haven't read it in full yet.
Carlos Daniel.
So Stephanie Jones says smoking weed is the least of your concern with relationships.
It's the least of yours. See,
it's the least of your concern.
It's not. Hold. Let me speak.
Well, so then after answer that, and then I got another question up here.
Do not focus on the weed.
Do not focus on the weed.
Do not focus on the weed. A relationship should have nothing to do with me smoking. How or not, I'ma still be me. That's it. It has nothing to do with our relationship. Now, if you choose to make me stop my hobby, then that can fuck up the chemistry in our relationship.
And he folded his arms in that.
Do not get in between me and my hobby, baby.
Stephanie says, is sexual attraction and physical... No, Bubble said, is sexual attraction and physical attraction the same thing? No. Nah. Because I have to be able to look at you when I'm mad. Yeah. If I can't look at you when I'm mad and I see your flaws and you are ugly to me, then I am not attracted to you physically, spiritually, nothing. Because it's gonna be horrible if I see that. That's just.
And you get treated different when it's not there. Like
you do get treated like another relationship story. It wasn't a relationship. We talked maybe a month.
People treat you different.
And he was really, he appeared to have the dotted out of the 5, maybe dotted 3 at a dots or whatever. But he was very mean, like very mean, very fast. Like I went to the movies real quick. I went to the movies. Mm-hmm. He hit me up. He was like, "Hey, what you doing?" I'm in the movies. Then it went from, "What you doing after?" I was like, "Well, I gotta drop my daughter home, and then I'm trying to go to this spot that I heard about." Mm-hmm. So before I could send that back, "Oh, so you another date? Oh, so you out with another dude?" And so I'm in the theater like, what the fudge? Like, how do we get there that fast? Yeah. And because of that, for me, that was a huge red flag. So like, I don't even like really want to pursue anything. And so now we're arguing. I'm like, why am I even arguing with you?
Somebody who I'm not with.
Like, why I'm having a relationship? And I was talking to my homegirl today. Like, why am I arguing with you? Like, you my dude. Like, how you my ex and we was never together? Like, I'm arguing with you. Like you my dude. And we in a talking phase. And so for me, I'm like, okay, it's a one-off. Is it? You ordered the pizza? Yeah. So he could go. He going to get the pizza. So he went to order pizza because he's gonna let that go while he got for pizza. I had agreed to potentially cook before he got here, but I got busy today and I ended up going to get me something to eat from the takeout. So I'm gonna let that go. But back to the guy. So Bubble said that she can maybe accept the weed smoking as long as it's outside. Can you put up with that? Bubbles says that she wants some pizza. Bubbles wants some pizza, but she said that she can maybe deal with the weed smoking as long as it's outside. It's still a deal breaker? He says it's still a deal breaker. Why? He said if you guys are together, it's his house too. I don't know. It's not going to be me though. Is it really us? Okay, y'all got to hold on. I got to get the pizza. Are you the pizza? Yeah, uh-huh. Did he already pay? Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you. The pizza man said he liked my shirt. Okay, y'all, we back. So Bubble says the weed smell doesn't bother him. So she's asking you, so the weed smell doesn't bother you in your clothes? No. He says no. So have you ever dated anybody who had a problem with it? And I guess did y'all break up because of it? So can y'all hear him? So he's saying that he dated someone, but did she know that before she met you? So he was dating somebody. So did she think she was going to be able to deal with it? So she thought she could change him, and it didn't work out. And y'all broke up because of it? So they pretty much broke up because she couldn't accept the fact that he was a weed smoker, which she knew prior to. So then I have a question, ladies. Why do we go into a situation trying to change a man? I don't do that anymore. I don't do anymore. As my daughter says, build the bear projects. We're not doing that no more in 2022. You have to have the bare minimum for my list for it to go to any type of level. That's just me personally. I don't know about anybody else. Like I said before, right now, where I am right now, my top 3 are sexual chemistry. You have to be willing and able and wanting to travel. And I don't mean road trips. I mean catch your flights and passports and stuff. And you have to be financially literate to where you are good with money. You don't have to make 6 figures. It would be nice because I've had and I've lost, so I understand that dynamic. However, you need to be financially literate. And then we have to have a chemistry. We have to be able to kick it and build and grow, and you gotta kind of be my assistant sometimes because I need help with these t-shirts. And now he's out of the bathroom. The guy said he liked my shirt, by the way. Are these garlic nuts?
Yeah, that's.
Hey! So, y'all, before we wrap this up and eat dinner for a late night snack, the deal breakers are, because I did not cook.
She didn't cook.
I didn't cook, but the deal breaker for you is her not being able to deal with him smoking weed.
Yeah, that's like, tell it out. How could you not? If you accept me as I am. Jesus said, come as you is.
So Bubble said, you're right. I guess the golden rule is to meet people where you are. Exactly. Meet people where they are because, I really dislike women who talk about my man has to have this, he has to have that, he has to have this. And yet we don't have the same thing. So how are you expecting that from him and you don't bring any of that to the table? That doesn't make sense to me. When I was going through, when I was having a hard time in relationships, I didn't want to date because I felt like I couldn't bring anything to the table. So I wasn't really open to wanting to meet people when my finances wasn't together, when I wasn't together, when I wasn't mentally together. That's me personally.
True,
I didn't.
It builds a barrier.
I didn't want to go into anything.
How do you go into something expecting something from a person?
People do it all the time.
Yeah, so now you're looking for shit, and when you find that shit, it's gonna bite you in the ass.
Y'all hear that? So y'all, she said Jesus also said What you say? What are you saying, Bubbles? I don't understand.
Jesus also said he.
I.
Yeah, because I said, Jesus said, "Come as you is."
Jesus says, "Come as you are."
Yes, pretty much.
Anyway, y'all, this was a good. Before we go, really, dude, there's nothing on that pizza for me.
It isn't.
All that. What is up
like
there?
Onions?
Oh my gosh, onions, anchovies. I don't know.
Anchovies up there.
Anyway, I hope you guys had a good time. Before we go, so we talked about keeping secrets and cheating and when to stay and when not to stay. I want to know if my dude is out there embarrassing me. I want to know. Don't have nothing crazy.
Mind your business.
You have 3 questions and you get to ask me 1 question.
Okay.
And then we'll get into so your first question of the night. Yeah. She said Jesus is a way maker.
Me too. I make a way to get high.
He make a way to get high, Bubbles. So this question is when did you last cry and why?
Who, me?
Yes.
You asking me that?
That's your question of the time. When did you last cry and why?
Let me think about it. My grandmother's funeral.
And when was that?
Like 3-4 years ago.
That's the last time you cried?
Yeah. 4
years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do I have to cry?
Just asking.
I don't get in situations that make me cry.
Okay.
I get high. That's the reason. See, that's what I'm saying.
She said Bubble said she is speaking into existence that he will stop smoking by the end of the year.
I don't know why. That's false hope.
That's false hope, he said, Bubbles.
I don't know why you're doing that, baby.
This one is, where was the most embarrassing place you have ever farted? School.
Yeah.
And I think
I
was it loud?
Yeah, it was in the class.
Was it loud?
Science class. So,
was you trying to? Did you know it was gonna be loud? You just trying? Did they know it was you?
Yeah. What?
Oh.
The class, bro.
Oh, wait a minute. And then this question is,
what they said?
What was your? It's not. She said it's not. Come on, speaking into distance. Hashtag Team Pink Lungs.
Brown.
This is Brown. Your next question is, what was your childhood dream?
Like, to keep it 10, I wanted to be a lawyer.
Really?
Yeah.
Then why weren't you? What the hell is that?
Because I just never pursued it, but I really wanted to be a lawyer.
You want to be a lawyer?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. If y'all know me, I love a good garlic nut.
Yeah, I wanted to be a lawyer.
Okay.
Right, my turn.
Huh?
My question, right?
Yeah, I think that's the only. I think I got one more. I got one more question for you. I don't know what you're gonna ask me. How do you feel about the kind of work you're doing right now? Because we gotta talk about that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So you are a producer.
Mm-hmm.
You are now an author. You are an artist. You are a filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
That as the director as well.
Mm-hmm.
And how long you been in music?
I
gotta tell how we met.
All my life, like I've been into music all my life, but professionally since like 03.
Okay, 03. I met Carlos because I used to work in a magazine, and we was coming to interview you. I believe I don't really remember the dynamics of that, and so I went for the ride, but I was interviewed. Somebody else interviewed you, so we did that and we left. Oh, so Bubbles said, "Wait a minute, you handsome though, minus the weed smoking."
There we go.
I'm gonna talk to him for you. So I did the interview.
Thank you, Bubbles.
He said, "Thank you, Bubbles."
You don't got nothing else to do.
So no, I'm gonna egg that on. So I went to the studio at Virginia Beach to interview you. I just went for the ride, but I wasn't there. I wasn't in the interview with you. And then I think I seen you. I supposed to see you after that again, but we didn't see each other.
No, I saw you. You just waved me off like you ain't know who I was. You remember that?
I don't remember that.
Oh, I do.
So apparently I seen him and then I waved him off.
In Club Rain.
Rain?
Yeah. Rain, downtown Waterside. Yes. You and 3 dudes that look feminine.
Anyway, in 2019, when I was an Uber driver, he hopped in the back of my car. And then we ended up pulling up, talking in front of your house for like 2 hours.
Yeah, kicking it.
And then we just like follow each other on social media. And then Pal, you have a book out. And then you're doing music and stuff. And so I am proud of you for your growth from, I think I met you 2012, 13 probably, to now it's like, what, almost 22. That's about a decade. So I've known Carlos for a decade, and I think he smoked for the last 10 years.
The whole way.
But we can speak it into existence, Bubbles, because by the end of the year, he's not going to smoke weed anymore. I would appreciate
if you would stop saying that, seriously.
He's not going to smoke.
Because you said I was cute. Don't mess up the chance, baby.
Because you said he was cute, don't mess up the chance now. Just deal with get the spray. Do you have anything? What do you use anything?
Now how do I live with me? So who's gonna stop me?
I got to go. It has been a pleasure to have you on here tonight. We're definitely gonna have you back.
It,
Please go before I get my question. Go to Amazon and buy Men Lose, Women Win. It is a good read. You can do it in a day. It's really a good read. And I know he will probably have some more appearances and speak because he had one a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we just had a book review. I got another one coming up October 16th. So if you keep up with us on Instagram or Facebook, you'll find out where I don't have a set place yet, but we do have a date. It's October the 16th.
So October the 16th, look out for details. I will repost them from when he has his book review.
On Men Lose, Women Win. You could order the book on Amazon and Kindle.
Why are they joking me for driving Uber? I don't understand why I'm being laughed at. Okay.
Yeah, she drove Uber. She was driving.
Please check out his book. Please check out his book on Amazon. Carlos Daniel, by the way. And before we sign off, what is your question for me?
Tell us about your shirt.
So my shirt
with a boyfriend
because I'm available and I'm not at the same time.
Wow, that's like confusing.
Because you could be like in a situationship with no real commitment. Doesn't mean that you're available. It's not confusing because women, we are good for just sticking to one guy when we first meet them, and then we give all our time to them, and then they are like doing 1,000 different things. And so I'm a multi-dater. So I'm single with a boyfriend. So I'm available. I'm a multi-dater. So that means I date one person. Yes. I date one person at a time.
Multi-dater.
I'm single. I'm available and not at the same time. It is possible. Anyway, y'all. If they should go check your book out. It's your girl Diggs. Remember, think twice before you Burden a friend with a secret. Remember, I want to know if I'm being cheated on. I want to know. I want all the dirt. I want all of it. I need the pictures. I need the screen. I need everything.
I need you to mind your business.
No, don't mind your business when it comes to me. You can mind your business when it comes to other people. It's your girl Diggs. Dig it or don't dig it. With Los C, aka Carlos, aka Pablo Escobar. It's your girl Diggs. Dig it or don't dig it. About to get my garlic nuts. Ooh.
Later.
Bye.